are celebrating. Right now, however, Drew is celebrating with a Toronto musician.
Thanks very much, Marash. Well, we know Toronto is rich with many cultures and with that many sounds of great music. Once upon a time, however, the notion of world music was sort of an exotic, sort of rare thing, you know, one stack in the record shop back when you bought records. But now, thankfully, due to musicians like my next guest, you can hear world beat music reflected all over the city, starting on Saturday with a 7-hour concert at Dundas Square. I am joined by musician Aramik. Aramik, good to see you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on to the show.
Thank you for having me here.
Now tell me about, you are from Armenian and Iranian background.
Yes.
And your music reflects that as well. But there's also something very funky and contemporary going on with it, some really danceable rhythms. Tell me about the style of music that you love to play.
I grew up with an Armenian and Persian influences, right? But I'm classically trained on a classical guitar, right? And then I did study the Spanish music, flamenco music, and then when I combine all these rhythms together, it kind of make a unique sound out of it.
It's sort of put all this into a blender, and it, you know, it might not work, but it does work. And I want, I'm sure viewers will want to have a listen for what we're talking about. We have, you brought in some performance video of the sounds that you're making. Let's take a look.
Start by yourself.
That's very infectious. I'm tapping my foot, I'm tapping my pen. That's fantastic. Well done, well played. I can hear the Spanish influence and some Latin going on as well. That track was called Confusion?
Confusion, yes.
Fantastic. Tell me about that event that
May 8th?
Tell me about the event we were just looking at.
This event? That was my live concert produced by Armenian Association of Canada, of Toronto. There was a joint concert of me and one of the Armenian stars from Armenia called Mr. X.
Okay.
And joined with me on the band was Ojos Negros, the Toronto Latin band.
Fantastic. Now, I'm familiar with the Spanish sounds and the Latin sounds. How would you qualify Persian music, music from Iran, or Armenian music, for somebody who hasn't heard it before?
Well, see, the thing is that there is two ways of combining the styles. One is with the instruments, one is with the scales. What we are trying to do, we are doing with the scales of the Armenian scales. There is a song called in that same DVD called My Dream, right? That is the totally Eastern melody and scale that we combine with the jazz harmonies and Latin and percussions. And
well, the result is a great mix, and folks will get a chance to hear some of your music live. A few CDs, and your most recent one, which is called Lost Melodies.
Yes.
I love the title. Tell me about that one.
Lost Melodies, actually, I was writing music for a Persian series called Layla. So I did a lot of instrumental pieces for that series. So that came to my mind, that put them all together in one album. And I have I put that name Lost Cities because I dedicated that CD to fallen heroes, to unborn children. There is a statement inside of the CD about it. And that CD opened the door for me to work and to know a lot of great Toronto musicians and musicians around the world. So I won 2 awards with that CD in New York.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I'm going back to New York in June.
Okay. And you mentioned working with Toronto musicians. Can you describe the Toronto scene that you're embroiled in?
It's unbelievable. We have tons of great talents in Toronto. I'm working on my next CD, which is a Spanish-English CD.
Okay.
And in that CD, I'm going to feature a lot of great singers of Toronto, like Serena Paris, Rosetta Stone, Donna Farah, Karina S., you name it.
It's a smorgasbord of lots of different sounds all coming together, and particularly with the Spanish one. Do you tell me? We just have a minute left. What do you enjoy the most about what you do? Is it the performing live, or is it actually sitting down and creating the music?
Both of them I enjoy equally. I love to be out there playing for people and interact with them, and at the same time I love my creations that I do at my lonely time.
Okay, it was a tough question, asking you to choose between. You did the right thing by choosing both, and if you love playing live, and if you love hearing it live, please go to About Aramik. Visit Aram Music, 2 M's there, arammusic.net, and here's some more on this talented musician. Thank you so much.
Thank you.